Hello everyone, Alec DeLorean here, and I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Now in today's video we're going to be going through all of the major news, not all of it because there was some smaller stuff that I didn't feel like I should include in here. Lots of news that you might have missed from Star Wars Celebration Japan 2025, so I thought I'd do a very small brief shot on each of the major news that we've done that was covered, just so that the video's not too long. So before we get into it, if you would like to join the Discord or become a channel member, the links are in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, this content, and all things Star Wars related, be sure to like and subscribe. And we'll see you in the video. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do it in order of the days. So I'm going to do all of the news from April 18th, then all of the news from 19th, and then the last one will be the 20th. So if you are searching for specific news that you want to see and not see most of it, then I will do timestamps down below. So feel free to jump to the ones that you want to see. But without further ado, let's move on to April 18th, 2025. So the first one that I've got down is Star Wars Starfighter. So if you haven't heard of this, it's a brand new standalone Star Wars movie that will be starring Ryan Gosling and directed by Sean Levy, or Sean Levi. Can't remember how you say his name. I think it's Levy. And very brief description that I know of is it's set approximately 5 years after the rise of Skywalker. So I guess it has the potential of being able to see Finn, Poe, or Rey. But as it's standalone, I don't know if they want to go in that direction or if they just want to focus in on original characters. Then that's fine by me. And the news is that it's set to release in theaters May 28th. 2027. Now that is the same month that one of the Avengers movies comes out, so that might fall back in the shadow a little bit, but we all know what goes on with the Avengers movies and Star Wars movies that are announced. They're always subject to change, so in the end they might not get a May release, but we'll see at the end of the day. So that's Star Wars Starfighter. And then next we have The Mandalorian and Grogu. So a trailer was shown at Celebration that wasn't revealed to the public. I think there's a leaked one, but I haven't watched it because I'm just going to wait for the new one. But I know that there's certain characters that show up in the trailer. Apparently, it's very good, so I'm all hyped for it. But there's also going to be a new character played by Sigourney Weaver, who, off the top of my head, I think the plot there is that she hires the Mandalorian and she works for the New Republic or something along those lines. That's all I know about her new character, and it is set to release in theaters May 22nd, 2026, so next year. And even better, that is a day before my birthday, May 23rd. So The Mandalorian and Grogu is basically a birthday gift from Disney and Star Wars to me. That's how I'm seeing it, so that's good. Next up, we have Maul Shadowlord. So I'm very excited for this one as well. Briefly on the left, so we have Sam Witwer, who will return to voice Darth Maul. He voiced Darth Maul in the Rebels show and did a very good job. And it's currently in production already and will debut on Disney Plus sometime in 2026. I would assume mid or late, not early, but who knows? Since we're already in production, we might get early 2026. But yeah, Maul Shadowlord, I think it will go about how, this is my theory anyway, I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it'll be following him based on, he goes into the crime syndicate, right? So I think it'll go through the very beginnings of that and how he got into that kind of area of expertise. So Maul Shadowlord, it will be an animation, by the way, not live action, if you didn't know already. So yeah, Maul Shadowlord, very excited for that one, as I absolutely love animation more than live action stuff myself. But yeah, so Maul Shadowlord. Next up, we got to see Star Wars Outlaws, A Pirate's Fortune DLC trailer, which introduces Hondo, so you'll get to play alongside him. So Kay and Nix will team up with Hondo and Naka, set after the completion of the main story. So this is, as soon as you finish the story, I'm assuming I haven't played the first DLC, so I don't know when that takes place, but I'm assuming if it's after the story, this will also be after the first DLC. And this DLC will launch on May 15th this year, so it's coming out next month, which is very exciting news for Outlaws fans. I actually haven't played Star Wars Outlaws yet, and I haven't even, well, because I haven't played the game, I haven't played the first DLC, so I'll probably maybe have to see if I can play it, complete the DLC before this one comes out so I could do some videos on it. If not, maybe I'll just do news. And then next up, we have Monopoly Go Star Wars event. So Monopoly Go is already a game that's been out since 2022. So there's going to be a Star Wars specific event, which will include characters, Tatooine treasures, I think it was, pod racing, and more will be coming to the game. And it looks like you'll be able to play as the original trilogy characters rather than any of the other eras for Monopoly Go. And the update will release next month on May 1st. So very, very soon. So if you're a Monopoly Go fan, I would be pretty excited for this one. Then next up, we have Jedi Adventures will be returning for Season 3. I think I've seen like half or the full of Season 1. I haven't started Season 2. So I might have to binge Season 2 to get ready for Season 3 because I do really like High Republic stuff. Even though this is for kids, like little kids, I still really enjoy it. Nubs is awesome. Nubs is the GOAT. Yeah, Season 3 was announced with all of the characters returning, obviously. And Season 3 will release late 2025. So this year, which is good news. So that does give me a chance. Maybe I'll do reaction videos to Season 2. Maybe that's a possibility. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see that. But yeah, that's Jedi Adventures Season 3 announcement. And then we also got a Beyond Victory, a mixed reality playset. So this was announced very, very recently, only a few days or a few weeks before Celebration came out or was a thing. And then at Celebration, they actually released a trailer, which included gameplay footage. It looked cool, but it's only exclusively for MetaQuest 3, which I do have a VR, but it's only my MetaQuest 2, and I'm not going to buy VR just to play this game, so I won't be able to play it. I'll only ever have to do news on it, I think. But the game will also include Sebulba, which you might know from The Phantom Menace, who races Anakin, and it's also, very interestingly, set around the same time as Solo, a Star Wars story, so that would be very interesting if any of those characters might show up in this. I don't think they will, but it's cool that it's mentioned. So that was April 18th, everything on the first day of Star Wars Celebration. Now we'll move on to April 19th, which I think is the shortest of the 3 days that I have here. So the first thing for April 19th is Ahsoka. A pretty big one for me. I really enjoyed Ahsoka Season 1. So a few things, but most importantly, I've got 3 things down. We got to see the first look as Rory McCann replacing Ray Stevenson as Baylan Skoll. Unfortunately, he passed away, so he won't be able to return, even though Baylan Skoll was easily the best part about Ahsoka for me, even though Thrawn was in there, and Thrawn is my favorite Star Wars character. And he does look the part, Rory McCann. He looks just like him. So that's really, really cool. I'm really excited for this. We also got news that Hayden Christensen will also return as Anakin Skywalker, so we don't know if that'll be as a Force Ghost again, or if it'll be a flashback again, or both. Maybe we'll get both. And then we also got some news that Admiral Akbar, it's a trap fella, will return to face off against Thrawn, which will be very interesting. My theory is they're doing that to show off 2 big names fight off against each other to show the power of the mentality of Thrawn. I think Thrawn might throw Akbar to the side with strategy or whatever, which would be really cool to see as a Thrawn fan. Just seeing him absolutely be 10 steps ahead of everyone is always really cool. So that's the Ahsoka panel. We got to see some stuff about that. And then next up is my favorite thing from all of Star Wars Celebration. My favorite news of everything was Star Wars Zero Company game that will be coming next year. We don't have an official date, only 2026. We don't know if it's early, late, or mid. But yeah, this game is created by BitReactor and Respawn, which is its strategy game, released its first trailer. The trailer looked very cool because it was half cinematic and then also half very, very short snippet of gameplay footage. And it looks just like XCOM but Star Wars, and I'm all for it. But basically, you will be playing as Hawks, who is basically, you're going to be the commander Hawks, who is an ex-Republic officer, which is really cool. So this is you. He's fully customizable. You'll be able to change his race, his species, and whatnot. So you can have him to whatever you want. And you'll also be able to play as him in the matches. You're not just a commander. You're also going to be in the fights. So that's really cool to put yourself in there. And yeah, this is your team. An Umbaran sniper, a Jedi, a clone trooper, a droid, and a Mandalorian. But yes, Star Wars Zero Company will release 2026, and this is my most anticipated thing for Star Wars at the minute, and I'm happy that it's coming next year. I was worried it might be late, like not, because it was the footage that was shown was only early alpha or pre-alpha footage, so they do still have kind of a long way to go, I guess, but I'm very excited for this. Yeah, really excited. And then next up we have Rebuild the Galaxy, which I haven't seen the first season, so I should probably watch that if you want to see reaction videos to that. Be sure to put them in the comments below because I might actually do it. Maybe I'll do it soon. We'll see. But yeah, it's a new season of Rebuild the Galaxy, but it'll also feature Brickhead's version of Ahsoka, so you can see them there. crazy Ahsoka. The lightsabers there are really cool, actually. And also, the full season will be released on September 19th this year. So what I mean by the full season is every single episode will drop at the same time, so you can binge it just like you can binge Netflix stuff, whereas Disney Plus tend to like to do their weekly releases. I'm all for weekly releases because I love cliffhangers, and if a cliffhanger is at an end of an episode, I have a week to like be like, what the hell's going on, theorize what's going to happen next and whatnot. Full season will be released on September 19th. And then Star Wars The Old Republic did get some love. I wasn't expecting it, to be fair. For some reason, I've played a lot of this game, but I completely forgot that it's still creating new content because it's been alive for 13 years, which is insane. But yeah, there was a featurette shown off to show off how far the game has come over the last 13 years. And they also announced that the next chapter in the storyline is named Legacy of the Sith, which is very cool because also Darth Malgus is here. Darth Malgus is the best thing about Star Wars The Old Republic. So if you're into Star Wars The Old Republic, there is a trailer for that if you want to watch that. I don't think it said when it's releasing. The next part of the story is Legacy of the Sith. So that was everything for April 19th. Now, it was shorter, but there was some big stuff in there, like Ahsoka and Zero Company were the two highlights for me. And then now we'll move on to April 20th, which is the last day of Star Wars Celebration. And I think there's a few stuff in here. Maybe it's as long as the first day. So let's get into it. So the first one is Star Wars Visions Volume 3. So aka Season 3 of Star Wars Visions. They showed off that there's going to be all 9 production companies that will be working on it, and you can see them in this picture here, and they're all exclusively Japanese companies as well, so they'll have really cool art styles, I feel like, which is really exciting. And also they announced that the release date for Star Wars Vision is set to release on October 29th, 2025, so this year, so that's exciting. I'll definitely do reactions on that as well, because Visions, I enjoyed both Season 1 and 2 a lot, and I love that they use different companies to use off their art styles. It's just seeing different art styles of Star Wars is just awesome. And going on from Star Wars Visions, they also announced Star Wars Visions The Ninth Jedi, which is longer form stories from old Star Wars Visions stories, because obviously in Star Wars Visions it's all short stories, like not that long, 10-20 minutes long stories. The first being The Ninth Jedi, continuing Kara's story, so this is Kara here, from The Ninth Jedi and The Child of Hope, which is exciting because if we're going to be getting these longer form stories, because everyone falls in love with them, we'll get to revisit other companies, and then those companies get to work on these stuff again, which is really cool for everyone involved. It's a really good idea, and I'm excited for it as well. And then next up, we have Smuggler's Run at Galaxy's Edge will be getting a new update. I think it's coming out mid-2026, but there's going to be a new mission inspired by The Mandalorian and Grogu, and this mission will be both added to both Disneyland California and Disney World Florida. So don't worry about if you can't go to California but you're going to Florida. It will be at both, so don't worry about that. So yeah, mid-2026 for that update, which is very cool. I'm going to Disney World Florida this year, so I won't be able to see it, which is annoying, but that's fine. Maybe we'll be going again in the future at some point, but we shall see. And then next up, we have Star Wars Fortnite. Now, this is one of the ones that so many people were spamming in the live chats for Fortnite. So this is a big announcement, I guess, for people, because everyone's really excited for Fortnite. But yes, it was revealed that Fortnite Galactic Battle launches May 2nd, 2025. So that's only next month, at the very beginning of next month. And you'll be able to play 5 parts to the season, meaning new Star Wars gameplay every week through May to June. So yeah, they're going to release new content for each week. There was 5 phases, with the last one sounding like it might be the Death Star blowing up the Fortnite map, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, they released a trailer for this, even including Darth Jar Jar, which is wild. I absolutely love Darth Jar Jar. I mean, who doesn't love Darth Jar Jar? But in terms of Star Wars characters, because I don't really know Fortnite characters all too well. I know that guy's called Jonesy, but we've got Darth Jar Jar here, we've got Poe there, we've got Captain Phasma down here, we've got the Emperor, we've got Mace Windu, and we do have a Mandalorian, not the Mandalorian, but a Mandalorian. And I watched the trailer, I don't know if it's a different one actually, because the one in the trailer had like white armor, which was really cool, and it also had like claw marks over his mask, which I am really looking forward to that skin. I'm very looking forward to Mace Windu, Darth Jar Jar, basically everyone. I'm very looking forward to this Fortnite season. I'm going to cover it a lot. So this might be the first... Oh, no, actually, I think I finished a Fortnite Battle Pass once in my life. I think it was the one that included the Marvel character Carnage as the last character. So I think this might be the second time I've ever will be able to finish a battle pass, which will be exciting. I don't know who from these Star Wars characters will be in the battle passes, or which will just be in the store, or which will be like a separate event or anything. But I have heard, I think the Emperor might be the last skin in the battle pass, but we'll see. And then that's it. That is everything from the Star Wars Celebration news. So let me know which day you thought had the best news overall, including all of your stuff. Mine would probably be day 2, just because of Ahsoka and my favorite thing of all of Celebration, which was Star Wars Zero Company. Let me know in the comments below which is your favorite day, and if there are any things I missed on here, it's more just that I wanted to include big announcements rather than just like there's like some cosplay stuff and just little things like that I feel like I didn't really need to cover all too much. But yeah, let me know your favorite thing that came from Celebration as well. Like mine is Zero Company, yours might be Fortnite or whatever. Yeah, just wanted to very quickly do an outro. So comment down below if you have anything else to say, if you are excited for all of this stuff, or if you think if there's anything that you saw and that was announced and you're like, I don't really care about that. Because there are some stuff like, I've seen a lot of people say that Zero Company is an L just because it's a strategy game and it looks, I've seen some people say that the gameplay looked like mobile gameplay or mobile ads gameplay, which to me it doesn't. It looks more like XCOM, which is a very well received game. But yes, I won't keep you any longer, so if you would like to join the Discord or become a channel member, the links are in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, this content, and all things Star Wars related, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.